What do you got?
I didn't call you.
I'm glad you both are here. Patrick and I found evidence with help from Jackal PI. We're here to report a murder.
Does this have anything to do with why you and Spinelli broke into the mayor's office?
Well, don't think you should be having that conversation in front of me.
If I might elaborate.
I'm going to regret this. Go on, Spinelli.
Oh, okay. The philandering mayor and his sexually obliging secretary were partners in a series of clandestine assignations that culminated in the regrettable injury and subsequent demise.
Do you think you can finish this before dinner time?
Okay, there are mitigating circumstances that make the mayor's involvement increasingly suspect.
Like the fact that the mayor fled from the scene of the crime.
Yeah, Maxie is correct. And newly revealed bank account transactions that are highly suspicious, not to mention the mayor's own surreptitious demeanor, all leading the Jackal to question whether we can trust the verity of any statement made by the maritally impaired mayor.
Look, all you're telling me, I think, is that the mayor was sleeping with Brianna Hughes and is trying to cover his guilt. You know, this is old news.
Actually, Mac, we went over the autopsy report, and this, well, it shows a different version than what the mayor said. Brianna did die from a bump to the head, but not just a single bump as we originally thought. Matt is being accused of mishandling the surgery. This points to something different.
Yeah, you're trying to protect your brother, and you don't talk in complete sentences. Robin, tell me what's going on.
Okay, there's a discrepancy between Mayor Floyd's story and Brianna's injuries. The autopsy suggests that there were 2 blows to the head, both in the exact same place.
I'd say that's beyond coincidence.
We're thinking the second blow was the fatal one.
Well, don't forget about the bank account. Spinelli hacked into Brianna's checking account and...
Maxie, there's no need to belabor the details of the Jackal's methodology.
For one, Spinelli and I agree.
Basically, Mayor Floyd was giving Brianna a lot of money.
How much?
$100,000 over the last 3 months.
That's quite a sum.
Well, it's not unusual for a cheating husband to give money to his girlfriend.
It's classic. Brianna Hughes was blackmailing Mayor Floyd, and he struck a blow that led to her death. I mean, he's trying to make it look like an accident.
Yeah, the commissioner is only partially correct.
What do you mean?
Well, Brianna Hughes was undoubtedly murdered, but it was not the philandering mayor himself who sent her to her death.
Then who did?
The philandering mayor cannot possibly have been the culprit who struck the fatal blow to Brianna Hughes.
Then who do you suspect?
Well, I have no alternate suspect at present, but the PI handbook expressly states that the first suspect is seldom guilty.
The PI handbook? Look, we've got evidence, plus Patrick and Robin's analysis of the autopsy. That's plenty to issue a warrant for the mayor's arrest.
Well, I think it would be wise to have SID look over the evidence first.
I'm surprised you're not eager to move on this.
Well, I just don't want to act prematurely.
You're not afraid of the political pressure, are you?
Brianna Hughes was murdered. Without the second blow to the head, she wouldn't have died. The mayor's been caught in yet another lie, and while that in itself does not make him a murderer, it's a start. So I will go to the judge and get the warrant issued immediately. Judge Foster has agreed to hear the petition on Floyd's arrest, so I'm going to go take care of that right now.
Well, what about Patrick and Robin? They were in the hotel room after Brianna was knocked unconscious.
Well, we were called in to give her treatment.
Still, they could be named accessories to murder or something.
Assuming this goes to trial, Robin and Patrick will almost certainly be called to testify.
But nobody would actually believe we were involved in a cover-up story.
We're going to need statements from both of you as to what you witnessed.
That's fine. We can go on record with what we know about
Good.
the autopsy.
Good. I want this to be airtight.
Might the commissioner be a tad precipitous in his rush to close the case?
I'm doing this by the book, Spinelli.
Well, but if it turns out, like I strongly suggest, that the mayor is not our culprit, then the true murderer slips through the arms of the law, never to be punished for his or her sordid crime.
Someone get him out of here before I have him arrested for all the hacking he did to get evidence in this case.
Come on, Spinelli. Let's go. You did it, Spinelli. You solved the case practically single-handedly.
I'm grateful for your praise, but I'm doubtful about the case's resolution.
I always knew there was something creepy about the mayor. Never trust a man who wears too much cologne.
Olfactory impressions can be deceiving.
But evidence can't, and there's tons of it, all pointing to the mayor.
Yeah, I fear Maximista, much like her loving parental unit, is violating one of the tried and true rules of investigation. Crime is never convenient. This all fits together far too perfectly.
Perfect works for me.
I'm just convinced that there is another suspect lurking in the shadows.
I love it when you talk like a PI. You're truly in your element, a cerebral man of danger.
Is that really how you think of me?
How about I show you how I think of you?
I am indeed gratified by Maximista's fervor.
You're everything to me, Spinelli. You're my best friend, a man I admire and trust. And I think you're brilliant and an amazing detective.
Wow, I am most flattered.
We solved this case together because of your genius. And now, I think that we should celebrate. What's wrong?
Regrettably, I must refrain.